So I decided to do 12 days of videos, and it's gonna be Gundam related here and there, like Mecha and oriented pretty much. And I'm gonna start with this thing. This is from the Temu website. Not surprised, right? Of course not. Now, I'm sure the name varies on what person sells what. The one I got was called White Guardian Robot Warrior Building Block Toys Mega Assembly. Rolls right off the tongue and into the garbage. But this thing's not garbage. It was 561 pieces. It is not a Lego block set. Now, I have looked at other Lego-ish Gundam block sets that were obviously like based on Gundams or mobile suits, and they were hit and miss. The smaller ones were better than the bigger ones. A lot of the bigger ones are pretty garbage because they just wouldn't hold together. They assembled them to make them look like the mech, but they didn't like have a good way to put them all together to keep it solid. This guy, being, as far as I can tell, its own design, is really good. This thing is, I'm really surprised on how well it looks and actually holds together and moves. Just looking at this thing, I really like the color choices they use. This like navy blue, white, and gold. The head's cool. The head is one chunk. I'd rather it be a chunk that's painted than a Lego brick with a sticker, or nothing at all. And there are quite a few stickers. You can see the little designs. Those are all stickers with clear backgrounds. They work really well. But overall, I think the weakest part would be the limb, like the hands and the feet. Now the hands are okay except for the thumb. That's the thumb, that little sticky up bit. And the feet, well, they're like little hooves. They got individual toes. And it would be okay, but they're kind of small. They do a good job at standing, but it doesn't take much for him to topple over. And the back is pretty clean. They did a good job in the back too. You can see all the ball joints. But everything looks nice. Now let's get into that really cool posability, because it does have it. The neck has a couple hinges in its own. I like what they did with the arms. The shoulders are pretty nice. They have a little detail here with some clear blue. But the shoulders, they can't really go out too much, but they can go up. And you got some decent double elbows. The hands, the fingers, they actually look like fingers. They're molded to look like fingers. Just ignore the thumb. It's kind of dumb thumb. Some waist swivel. I wasn't really expecting that because the way it looks really solid here. And then you have some movable pieces on the, I guess, front skirts, and also these parts here. You can kind of get out of the way to give you not the best in terms of legs, but you can kind of jimmy it around. Knees are nice. Like, check that out. Nice bend in that knee. Good joint there. Knee pads can kind of like move to fill in the area if you think it's a little too gappy. Ankles are good too. They got these flaps, so you can do some. Look at that tilting. That's really nice. You can get a wide spread with these legs because they go out farther than they do forward and back. But the feet go forward and back. And because they're ball jointed, you get some wiggle it just a little bit. And more stickers here. They were kind of dark. You can barely tell they're there, but they're there. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now these, I don't know if they're supposed to be like cannons or thrusters or what, but they are articulated in a couple of hinges. I'm going to say they're over-the-shoulder cannons. That's what I think. I'm going to say, if you watched, what is it called again? It was an OVA series, very short. Twilight Axis. The mobile armor of the Tristans. I don't remember. I'm sure it had a name, but it had those weird canisters that popped out, and they shot like scattering beams. They were really weird looking. That's what I thought they would do. Just be like these faint beams that come out. I don't know, but that's what I'm in my head canon. Now it does have actual weaponry. It's got these cool swords. Now you can see only one side's painted, so it looks a little weird. I kind of like the bluish, but the silver's nice too. So it would have been nice if they were painted on both sides, but they're not. So just keep the one on the one side, and they got little clips in the hands, so you don't have to worry about them not working with these weird fingers. They just clip right in. I don't think they can be held anywhere for storage, but then again, you wouldn't have anything else in his hand because that's all he's got. No guns, just swords. But I like it. I think they're good with, it's good with swords. And it is big. You might have noticed how big it is compared to my hands. I don't have huge hands. But let's compare it to a mobile suit I just looked at. It's about, you know, it's a bigger master grade pretty much in terms of its size. Probably closer to like the unicorn. Because it's definitely like a little taller than this guy. So, it's good. Now, I didn't actually pay for this. On Temu, they have a couple of games you can play every day, and eventually you get free stuff. And this was one of the free things I got. So I didn't pay anything. It was $34 Canadian, but it's discontinued at the time. It happens. They might get it back in stock. But I really like it. Like, for a non-Gundam, as far as I can tell, original design, maybe it's not. But to me it is, because I've never seen it before, so it's new to me. I'm really happy with this, and it makes me want to get more that aren't Gundam, because I feel they aren't restricted that way.